What other?
What are the methods?
What were you saying?
What are the methods we are having in WebDriver? Get, navigate,
Navigate to
navigate,
navigate to back, navigate forward,
forward, back,
back.
refresh. Okay, refresh.
Yes.
Find element, find elements. Okay.
Okay.
Next we'll go with the get title, get current URL, get current URL. Next, get page source, quit, close. See, these are all the methods which comes under Selenium WebDriver. So get method is to invoke an application. Invoke an application. Navigate to is also used to invoke application. Okay, invoke application. Maximize is to maximize the current window, right? Okay, to maximize the current window. Forward is to move to next page, to move to next page. Back is to move to previous page. Previous page. Next, to refresh the current page. To refresh the current page. Next, what is the difference between find element and find elements? So if you want, for example, you want to click on a link. If you want to click on a link, we use find element. If you want to find out the number of links or number of radio buttons, in that case, we used to go for find elements. Okay, na?
Okay.
Capture a particular element from the current window. Find element is to count the number of elements from the current window. Get title, to get the title of the page. Yes. How do you get the title of the page? What is the syntax? I told you.
Driver.get current title. Driver.get title.
No, title.
Driver.get current URL.
Yes. Driver.get current URL, driver.get title. So if you want to print a statement, we use system.out.println. Okay.
Okay.
So get current URL. So to get the current page URL. Now to check whether text is present in the window or not. So quit is to close all the browsers. Close is to close a current browser or current window or browser. So these are all the methods which comes under Selenium WebDriver. You want again syntax or shall I continue the next topic?
I'll just keep going.
Okay, no. Next we'll go for locators. Locators in WebDriver or, so what are the locators we are having?
ID, name,
class name, tag name, link text, CSS locator, XPath, all these will comes under, these are all called as a locators in WebDriver. These are called as a locators in WebDriver. Okay. Now, the next important is, did I show how to write how to work on different browsers? Chrome browser, Firefox browser, Safari, Opera. Yes.
No, we haven't gotten that far. We haven't downloaded any browsers.
That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. The installation will be done on Monday, next weekend. Okay. Next week I'll show you.
O-
For today's
Okay.
theoretical part. I think the yesterday's session we covered up with just working on different browsers, right?
Yes.
Firefox browser, Chrome browser, Safari browser, Opera browser, Internet Explorer browser. So those are all different browsers where you're going to test your application, right? So these are all the methods and locators. Now, what is the type of a locator? What is the locator and what are the types we have? Locator is the property of object of selected object is a locator. These locators can be locators can be identified, can be generated in the form of HTML. Whenever you want to identify a particular window or particular button or a link, so that identification will be done in the form of HTML with the HTML with the tags, open bracket, close bracket. Okay, open bracket,
Okay.
tag, open bracket. Now, the locators are nothing but, so these locators can be called as identifying, learning, recognizing. How do you identify the objects? How do you learn the objects? How do you recognize objects? All of the same. Okay, na? All of the same.
Oh.
Okay. In interview, they'll ask you, how do you identify? How do you learn the projects? Or how do I learn the object properties? How do you recognize the object properties? By using locators. By using these locators, we can identify. Okay, so I'll tell you by using these locators, we can identify or learning or recognizing the objects. Learning or recognizing the objects. So these are the terms which comes under locators. Okay. So working on different browsers is what are the browsers this supports? IE, Safari,
Safari, Opera,
Opera, Chrome, and
Chrome,
Firefox.
Firefox.
Next. Supporting programming languages. What are the languages do you have?
Python,
Java,
Java,
Ruby,
C Sharp,
yeah, Python, Perl, PHP, and C Sharp. So this
C
is all
Sharp.
the programming language. Thus, Selenium supports. Selenium WebDriver supports. Now, when you want to work on different browsers, first of all, we need to create an object for the browser, and using that object, we can enhance the scripts. Now, where we are going to work on this, we are going to create the
Yeah,
project.
we already went over this, I believe.
Sorry,
Yeah, I think we already went over these.
which one?
All the way down to supporting the program language.
That's we need to have in this download of Eclipse, right? We need to install the Eclipse.
Right. Okay.
That's I'll show you in the next session. First of all, we'll go for theoretical part today. Okay.
Okay.
In the next
Okay.
10 minutes, I'll show you just installation process. Just to base using the steps we can install itself. Okay.
Okay.
So in the thing is in Eclipse, we are going to create a project, package, and a class. So these are the things which we need to create in a Eclipse itself. So an Eclipse is a tool which is used to test the functionality using Selenium by generating scripts which are in the form of Java, Ruby, Python, Perl, PHP, and C#. So you may ask me, so this Eclipse supports? No, it supports only Java itself. Now, when you want to work on a Python or Perl or PHP, so you need to have different tools for them, right? So if you're working with Java, just we need to have an Eclipse, or you can write it in a notepad, just .js Java C, and you can compile the program, right? You can compile the program. So
Okay.
yeah, what are the things we need to install? What are the things we need to create in a project is in a Eclipse is first we need to create a project package and a class. Now define, can you what do you mean by class?
Say that again.
What do you mean by class?
Class, it's just a class used to operate the execute the code.
Okay. So we can say it as a class is a collection of objects or a set of or collection of or combination of data members and member functions. Class is nothing but a collection of objects, or it is a combination of data members and member functions. Okay, so actually we'll say it as data members are nothing but members, the variables which are declared inside the class. Inside the class is called data member. Data function is nothing but the methods which are declared inside the class. Inside the class is called data function. Data member and member function. Sorry, it is a member function called as a member function. Now, what is the syntax? Syntax of Java is, see, whenever you want to compile a program or whenever you want to write a program, it starts with a class called as a class with a class name. Okay, na? Class with class name. You start with curly braces. Inside that, we need to mention public static void main string aux. This is the main method. Without the main method, you cannot compile a program. So by default, you need to select in Eclipse, or else you can also write your main method in the class itself. Okay.
Okay.
So start with the main method. Under that main method, so you can just, for example, I want to print system.out.println welcome to Selenium, or welcome to Selenium. Close with braces. So we are having one more brace now. So we need to close with the one more brace. This is for class and this is for method. So this is the syntax. Every program will start with the class name. And here is a main method. Without the main method, you cannot compile the program. So public static void main string comma augments. So public is a method. So accessor means that we can access the variable. If you declare the variable before the method, it can be accessible to all the methods. It's an accessible identifier. Access identifier. Now,
ID.
which one is a public? Is it right?
Yes.
So public is access identifier, which can be accessible anywhere in the method. For example, you created 3 methods, and if you declare the variable before the method, that variables can be accessed to all the methods in the class. Methods in the class. Static is a constant. Constant. Void is a null. No return type. It doesn't have any return parameter. Null. Next, main is a method. Next, string is a data type. String is a data type. Data type. Next, aux is a parameters, passing parameters.
No means void is no return type.
No return type is this. Void is a no return type.
Okay.
Main is a method. String is the data type, and aux is a passing parameters. Okay, so public, static, void, main, string, arguments. So this is a method which you need to select while compiling a program or writing the program. Okay.
Okay.
So when you want to compile and you want to print some statement in a Java, we use system.out.println. Next, to comment a single line in Java, we use double slash. Okay, na? So if you don't want to execute this line, for example, if you don't want to execute this line, just if you put double slash, that line will not be executed. That line will not be executed. Okay.
Okay.
Comment lines. Now, to comment multiple lines in Java, we use slash star and ends with the star slash. For example, in this above program, just for example, I've written some lines of code. Now I don't want to execute all this except first line. I don't want to execute the remaining lines. Okay, I don't want to execute from this part. So what I can do, slash star and ends with the star slash. Okay, so this will not this will not be executed, and the remaining will be executed. So it will execute only system.out.println. Okay.
Okay.
So to print a statement, in Java, we use system.out.println. Welcome to Selenium. This is a statement which we're going to print. So these are the notes. Okay. Now, what is the difference between, so you see them. What is the difference between a project package and a class? Now we'll see. Now, class is a collection of objects, or it is a collection of, now see, you may ask me, so what is a data member and member function? See, for example, if you have declared any variables, something like int x comma y, this is called as data members. These variables are called data members. Okay, now? And if you declared any function inside that, for example, public void addition. Now, if a addition, this part is called as a member function, and this is called as a data member. Okay, na? So these two combination is called as a class. It's called as a class. Okay, na? It's called as a class. Data member, and this is called as a member function. Called as a member function. So these two combination is called as a class. Now here, single program we call as a class. You have written one program, that is a class. Written a program is a class. Now when you combine, for example, if you want to write a programs for login window, right? Login window, username, password, OK button, cancel button, sign up, sign in, forgotten password. If you write multiple programs and when you combine those programs, that is called as a collection of programs, is called as package, or you can say it as module. We call it as a module. So login is a module which contains multiple collection of objects or multiple classes. Okay.
Okay.
And project is collection of modules or modules or collection of packages. Collection of packages is a module. Now if you go for an example is, for example, I have written the program for username, right? I have written the program for username. This is called as a class. If I write a program for password, next sign up, sign in, next forgotten password, all these things, when you combine all these programs, we'll call it as a, it's called package or module. Got it?
Yes.
The collection of these programs is called as a project package, or can also called as a module. So for example, you written for inbox, you want to check your mails. So what are the things you find in inbox? Links, buttons, check boxes. Next, any other things? Radio buttons. All these, when you combine all this, that also becomes as a module. These are all the different programs you have written for the program, right? You written for program for links, you written the program for button, check boxes, radio buttons, everything will comes under inbox. So when you combine these programs, what is a inbox? Inbox is a package. Login is a package. Logout is a package. So when you combine from username to logout, this entire is called as a project. It's called as a project. So if you want to define a class is collection of programs, package is collection of classes, a single program, not a collection of programs. This is a single program is called a class. Collection of programs or classes. Programs or classes is called package or modules. You can call it as modules. Next, project is collection of packages or modules. Okay. Got it? If you want to get the example for, if you write a program for username is a class. If you write all the programs for login window is a module. When you combine all this, makes as a project. It's clear?
Yes. Project collection of packages. Yeah.
This is the overall structure of your methods and locators. Methods and locators. Next. Methods, locators. Next. In Eclipse, how you are going to create a project package and a class. What is project package and a class? And for comments, for what are the comments? Single comment, multiple comment, and print
Okay.
statement. And what is the syntax used in the Java? So every program will start with a Java with class name. Java with class name. When you want to compile a program, there should be a main method. Without the main method, you cannot compile the program. So public static void main. Actually, these are all called as a keywords which are present in the Java library functions. We call it as Java library functions. Inbuilt
I
functions.
can't understand.
Hello? Hello? Yeah, can you hear me? Your voice is breaking up. Your voice is breaking up.
Man, I can't understand you breaking up.
Now can you hear me?
Dang, you breaking up. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah, I can hear you now. I couldn't hear you when you was talking though. I missed everything.
Now is it audible? Is it audible for you?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay. Okay. So what is the syntax we are going to use? What is the syntax of Java? What is the class?
Uh, a class is a collection of objects.
A combination of
Single
data member and member functions.
class, a single program.
Data collection of a combination
Collection.
of data member and member functions. Okay. So data member is variable which are declared inside the class is called as data member. So this is called data member. And this is called member function. This is called member function. So these two combination is called as a class. Okay. Got it?
Okay.
The variable
Yes.
which are declared inside the class is called as data member. The function which is declared inside the class is called as member function. Is called as a member function.
Okay.
You go through this up to this part. Okay. So again, we will have a session on Monday. So Monday, I think you'll be Monday, right?
Yes.
Monday evening for yours is Tuesday morning, right?
Yes.
So